Attention!
I will not wait.
Go!
And they're off. The heat of the Thames Challenge Cup, after being stalled by some wheel on the course, is finally up and running.
And both these crews actually were in the second or two of each other at each of the main timing points yesterday. So this does have the makings of potentially quite a close race.
Just with obviously the conditions were varied during the day because there was lots of wind. Yes, it's quite flat this morning. To see which one of these crews that the kind of calmer water may suit. And obviously, once again, it's that you don't really know much about your competitor apart from the times that you saw yesterday, because you've got a British crew racing a German crew, so that inside information is something they won't have competed up until this race today.
No, indeed. I think the Bonner crew do have some form. They were knocked out on Friday last year. They're aiming to go one better this year and make it to the Saturday. So they do have some form from last year, and this crew is quite similar to the lineup that we saw last year. See that crews are actually still quite close together at the moment.
Just as a Cox, if you're Cox in the 8, what would be going through your mind at this point? You've gone off hard, you're coming to a rhythm now. You kind of occasionally look out to see where you are, and how do you kind of relay that information to the crew so they stay totally focused?
Yeah, so we'll probably come up to the point now at which a major rhythm call will be made by the crews between about 45 seconds to a minute. I think most crews at this level, at this stage, will not be too focused on what the other crew is doing. The most important thing is to get down into your rhythm and into a pace that's going to see you through the rest of the course. You see the Bonner Cox just had a quick look out to the right there to see how they're doing relative to Agecroft, and it does look like they're slightly ahead at this point.
Just that sense of feeling of the whole as a Cox. What's that like sitting in that seat? It feels good, feels bad, it's moving, it's not moving.
Yeah, you can tell a lot about how the boat is moving according to what kind of physical sensation you have in the Cox's seat. So if, for example, the seat behind you is digging in to your back at every stroke, it means that actually the rowers are checking the boat. That means they're actually accelerating before properly placing and connecting the blade. And you can see, actually, if you look at it, we could just see there, looking at the back of the Agecroft Cox, that there wasn't a lot of movement at the catch, so their connection is quite efficient.
And obviously you mentioned that the calibre of the German crew here making it through to Friday last year. Obviously, we think of it, when you work towards something and it doesn't quite go right, and then you go back and reevaluate what you can do better. Looks like they've gone home and done their homework over the winter and come back even stronger this year.
Yeah, and I think that for an overseas crew coming to Henley, that's all the more valuable. Racing at Henley is unlike racing anywhere else. The German crew will have been quite used to 6-lane racing in Europe. This 2-lane racing, it has the illusion of looking really quite simple. Just 2 crews, dead straight course, but as we both know, actually there's a lot more to it than that.
And especially in the 8s, the noise from each boat of the start must be not deafening, but it's extremely loud.
It is very loud. It's exhilarating as well, and it's the kind of thing that gets the adrenaline going and really creates a sense of energy in the boat. We can see now that Bonner are almost a full length up on Agecroft. Both crews rowing well. Good blade work in the German crew.
That's a really commanding lead, and they having a full boat length. It's a long way to kind of claw that distance back.
It is a long way to come back from there. I think particularly if the leading crew are now in a position at which they can relax just that a little bit more, make sure that they're managing their energy just that little bit better, whereas Agecroft a length down, they're chasing it now, and won't be necessarily able to enjoy that moment of relaxation quite as much.
And it's that fault when you're behind and you've gone through halfway, the kind of time's running out, distance is disappearing very quickly, and you're trying to make up. And I suppose the clock's trying to make your athletes not panic, but know we need to react and do something now.
Yes, absolutely. I think there will come a point at which the cox is going to call for a major effort, because if Agecroft don't hang on now, there really will be very little opportunity for them to re-establish some kind of presence in this race alongside Bonner.
Just another shot of the Agecroft crew there. Just see the hurt. I call it the hurt locker. You know, the facial expressions of pain that go into this sport when you've kind of gone through that halfway phase and everything's burning, but you're asking for more.
Yeah. You can see their expressions on the face. The pain is going deep at this point. Coming up to a mile now. And just look back down on that crew. They're working hard, but there is a degree of relaxation there. You can see the rate's still high. Yes, you can see that the umpire's now warning the German crew. They've come off the booms. And now Agecroft are being warned. So both crews drifting a little bit too close to the centre of the river, and I think certainly for the trailing crew, drifting towards the centre is not a great place to be. You want those puddles on the stroke side, on the right-hand side of the Agecroft boat as we look here, to be clean water.
And that's it. Once you start getting dirty water, it upsets the hold, moves around, bounces, and it makes things really difficult.
Coming to the finish, and Bonner take that by about 3/4 of a length.
So that was a win for the German crew from Bonner, Ruder-Gesellschaft over Agecroft Rowing Club. You can see the Cox's hand up in the Agecroft, I'm sure. As we can see, so this is really important, this kind of process that goes on now with the appeal of the Cox.
Yeah, so the Cox will basically be saying that the German crew interfered with the Agecroft crew's course, adversely affecting their boat speed and therefore impacting the result of the race. That will be the appeal.
But would you have said that they had enough distance that it didn't really affect the outcome of the race? I'll give it that.
I mean, my subjective judgment here, and it's clearly for the umpire Boris to adjudicate, my subjective judgment is that although the German crew came off their station, they probably didn't do enough to have affected the outcome of the race here. So, but the umpire has a responsibility to listen to the appeal from the appealing crew, consider it, and then indicate his verdict, which, if he thinks that that was a fair result, he will raise the white flag.
Which we haven't seen yet.
Which we have not seen yet.
Sorry guys, didn't want to tell you about Felix, honestly.
So there indeed is the white flag, which indicates that Boris didn't think that there was enough in their appeal.
So it's something interesting to see there for our viewers.